now, it's Manchester City in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Corner already for Manchester City, it's De Bruyne to Gabriel Jesus, and it's a good save by Fariñas. A few minutes later, another chance for Manchester City to attack and bombard us with more attacks. Bernardo Silva gets blocked off by Vinagre, but Gundogan gets it. He crosses it in for Raheem Sterling, who puts it near post into the back of the net, and it's already 1-0 to Manchester City. But into the 18th minute, we actually catch Manchester City's defense off guard, completely sleeping, and we get one away goal, and it's 1-1 now. The Cinderella story continues. More bombardments of Manchester City attacks as Raheem Sterling finds Angelino on the wing. He crosses it in. It's tipped away by Wilker Fariñas, but it falls right to João Cancelo, who heads it out. It goes to Koundé this time, but Koundé dispossessed, and now João Cancelo with the shot, and he just misses. Right before the end of the half, another chance for Manchester City. Manchester City just forcing every attack on us, giving us absolutely no mercy whatsoever. It's João Cancelo on the ball. He gets tackled, but then he passes it to Fernandinho, back to himself, and then João Cancelo finds Gabriel Jesus all by himself, and it's a 2-1 lead to Manchester City. 49 minutes played, once again another attack for City. Is this even a shock to you? Probably not, but Bernardo Silva, he crosses it, it's blocked, then he decides to fool the defender, does a really good job at it, takes the shot, and it's straight at the keeper, luckily enough. Now 61 minutes played, it's De Bruyne to Raheem Sterling to Gabriel Jesus, back to De Bruyne, and De Bruyne with a lot of room to take a shot, and he makes it 3-1. Our Champions League hopes look dead. 64 minutes played now. It's Milivojevic right off the kickoff to Zaha on the wing. Zaha gets past João Cancelo like he always does, crosses it in, and it's Orsolini on the end of it, fools the keeper, doesn't even move, and it's 3-2. We have 2 away goals, so there is a chance. Unluckily enough, the match ends 3-2, so, we are losing, but if we manage to get a goal and, keep City from scoring, then there is a massive chance we could actually move on to the semifinals. So before we get into our next match, let's just look at the table. We have 6 matches remaining, and we're still first place. There is a good chance we could possibly win the title this season. But to round off your top 5, it's us with 81 points, then City, Chelsea, Liverpool, and then Arsenal. So now we're at the Amex Stadium facing, hey, what is this club again? Well, 6 minutes into the match, it's Dennis Nwapa, another youth academy graduate from Nigeria. He passes it to Ronaldo, to Thomas Partey. Partey with too much room, way too much, and of course he's gonna bury it. 1-0 to Crystal Palace. 43 minutes played right before the end of the half. It's Brighton with the attack now. It's Trossard. He passes it to Davy Proper in the box. Back to Trossard. Trossard trying to find someone in the middle. He passes it. It's James Tompkins on it, but then James Tompkins loses it, and Davy Proper puts it in the back of the net. It's 1-1. 52 minutes played, another chance for Crystal Palace. It's Jordan Ayew receiving it from Rinaldi. He leaves it for Nia Kirby. Kirby just turns on the Jets, only the keeper to beat. He takes the shot, it's saved, but off the rebound, it's Jordan Ayew into the back of the net. And although he hasn't scored that much, he's still played a very vital role at times. And now, the second leg against Manchester City at home. 69 minutes into the match, this was a very highly defensive match. City knew what they were doing. They wanted to see out this match. But finally, a chance for them here in the 70th minute now. It's Gabriel Jesus. He's in the box. He leaves the box, passes it to Bernardo Silva. Back to Gabriel Jesus. It's a good shot by Newhouse, but then Newhouse is fouled by Vinagre in the box. And yes, it's a penalty. Now, I'm not saying that our Champions League hopes on the line, and Aguero finishes them off. It's 4-2 on aggregate. It's basically done with. And now 90 minutes played, another chance for Manchester City through Aguero. So as our Champions League hopes are done and over with, I think it's time we just focus on the league and win the Premier League trophy. I think time is due for a piece of silverware, and this season is a very good opportunity. So boys, we're not going to do a montage this time because I've oversaturated that the last 2 seasons, but let's win this title. Chelsea. 4 minutes into the match, a chance for Crystal Palace already. It's Brahim running into the box. He crosses it in. It's Kepa doing Kepa things as he just leaves it for Iñaki Williams with his towering header over the defender, and it's already 1-0 just like that. Into the 17th minute, once again another attack for Crystal Palace. It's a beautiful ball to Wilfried Zaha on the wing. Zaha cuts inside, enters the box, leaves it for Milivojevic. Milivojevic blasts it into the back of the net, and it's 2-0. And it's still the first half as we continue to bombard Chelsea with all these vital goals. Milivojevic once again, it's El Capitano. He has a brace. It's been a while since he scored a goal, but I mean, he's done it against Chelsea, and that's exactly what we need. Wolves. With the season on the line, we needed to make things happen. It's Orsolini to Thomas Partey, outside the box shot, and it's a good save by Rui Patricio. 13 minutes played now. It's Thomas Partey to Wilfried Zaha. Zaha passing it to Vinagre on the edge of the box. Vinagre then cuts inside, passes it to Zaha. It's saved by the keeper, but it's still not over yet. Brahim with the shot. It's a pretty simple save. 16 minutes played. Once again, I mean, Palace are just not playing. It's Iñaki Williams now. Iñaki finding Brahim, who takes the shot. It's blocked, but then Zaha, and then it's saved by the keeper. And once again, another chance squandered. 23 minutes played. Once again, it's Palace. It's Orsolini passing it to Thomas Partey. Partey sees the run by Iñaki Williams. It's only the keeper to beat, and Rui saves it once again. Hey, Rui. Off. 27 minutes played, the first chance for Wolves here. It's Man on the ball. Yes, his name is Man, and he puts it in the back of the net. You mean to tell me I basically did to Wolves what the Luftwaffe did to the British, and they score on their first chance? Explain to me how that makes sense. Into the second half we go. Hopefully the luck changes. It's Brahim to Orsolini. Orsolini with a really good through ball to Brahim. And once again, another save by Rui Patricio. 66 minutes played. It's Milivojevic to Orsolini, back to Milivojevic, passing it to Thomas Partey. Partey sees Iñaki Williams in the center. Iñaki turns his defender and finally finds the back of the net. There's still time. Just a couple minutes later, off the counter-attack, it's Wilfried Zaha passing it to Milivojevic. Milivojevic then passing it to Orsolini. Orsolini then to Zaha. Zaha sees the run by Iñaki. Iñaki, be the hero we need.
And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders.
Oh yes, Arsenal. The commentary is getting fired up. I'm getting fired up. Everything's fired up. We want this league title. And it's Atal entering the inside of the box. He then cuts inside, sees Orsolini by himself, and Orsolini's not going to miss from there. How dare you even question that? It's 1-0 just like that. Now 67 minutes played. It's Milivojevic. He passes it to Thomas Partey, and Partey sees the run by Iñaki Williams, and Iñaki, what's he going to do? Of course he's going to put it in the back of the net. 2-0 to Crystal Palace. And before the match could even end, another chance here as Kirby through ball to, once again, Jordan Ayew, and the legend himself puts the dagger in this one. Villa. Well, 3 minutes into the match, a chance for Crystal Palace. It's Orsolini. He has a bit of room, so he takes the shot. It's off the crossbar, but then Iñaki with the towering header once again, and it's not enough to clear off the line, and it's 1-0 just like that. 45 minutes played. It's a chance for Aston Villa now. It's someone to Nelson, and Nelson with a ton of room. He decides to cross it in for Gineppo, and Gineppo's not going to have enough, but you know who does? Wesley. It's 1-1. 55 minutes played. It's Orsolini to Iñaki Williams, turns to defender, and of course, like I said, he's gonna score. It's 2-1 to Crystal Palace. Exactly what we wanted. But with one Palace goal comes the next, and then another one, and then another one, as Orsolini to Iñaki Williams runs past his defender, and once again, he scores. What's that? A hat trick? Not like he's done that before. And then 87 minutes played once again. Like I said before, it just happens again and again and again. And Nia Kirby, our young little talent, who's been with us since the dawn of time, has made it 4. Another 3 points. So it all comes down to this. One more match day. One result defines all. We are just 2 points above second place Manchester City. Luckily enough for us, Manchester City do face Chelsea. So there is a bit of a challenge there. You know, Chelsea could help us out and draw against Manchester City. But we're not going to rely on that. What we're going to do is we're going to win, because our next match is against Bournemouth. So boys, let's get some silverware. The stage is set. It's Crystal Palace versus AFC Bournemouth. all we have to do is win, and we win the title. It was not a very good first half for us whatsoever. We just somehow managed to struggle against Bournemouth, who just promoted, by the way. But Danjuma running away from Atal, it's a bad mistake by Koundé, and it's Vito on the end of it. It's 1-0 to Bournemouth, and our title hopes and dreams are in big question right now. But Palace, over and over and over again this season, have proven that they do not give up. It's Williams to Orsolini. Orsolini curls it. It hits the post, but luckily enough, it goes right to Iñaki Williams. Guys, we still have the opportunity to win the league with a draw, but I ain't satisfied. No siree. 67 minutes played, it's Briasco taking the shot, it's blocked. Vinagre getting the ball back. He passes it to Wilfried Zaha, and can you guys sense something? Oh yes it is. It's a Crystal Palace counterattack, of course. It's Milivojevic. He sees the run by Brahim. Brahim, become a legend.
In the clear now, in on goal.
Big goal on what could be, and may well be now, a very big day for them. Yeah, what a fine finish, and might that be a goal that goes down in the history of this football club? Oh, the celebrations can begin. That's it. The journey is over, and they are the champions at the end of it. Well, I can't quite believe it. I must say, coming into this campaign, I didn't really fancy them, and I'm not sure whether they backed themselves to get to this position. It is the ultimate test to win the league.
So many months, Alan, of hard work have brought them to this podium and the proximity of the great trophy itself.
Yeah, they've had to bite the look at times, haven't they? But they've stuck together as well. Really organised outfit led by a top-class manager. Fully deserved winners.
Premier League champions!
Just about today, as the players will tell you, it's what they've done game after game, Alan. You've won leagues, it's a test of durability as well as excellence. Yeah, that's what makes it feel so satisfying. A test of your character. They've come through with flying colours. And the pyrotechnics, very suitable. The one you want to be photographed with. If you're a league champion, you are a consistent player, you've been picked all the time, goodness me, you put in a real shift. And they are the champions.
Oh, what a life this is. We've won the league. It's happened. After 3 seasons, we have finally become league champions. How does it feel, boys? If you've been watching since the first episode, you know this has definitely been a process. But here's just the final table, just to look and glimpse at the beauty of Crystal Palace being first at the end of the season. We won with 99 points. It was a hard-fought battle because Manchester City were right behind us, just 4 points behind us. They did draw against Chelsea, but still, massive challenge they were. But I think one of the funniest things about this table is if you look at last place. 4 points. Impressive. So, time to review the stats as we always do at the end of the season. One of the only times I'm actually detailed in a career mode series. Well, as you can see though, Iñaki Williams with 29 goals, he was the top scorer in the Premier League. Ayew got close, but Iñaki did it. Let's not forget about Riccardo Orsolini though. 15 goals as well, he was 12th in the top scorers rankings. Assists wise, I mean, Orsolini was just Chef Orsolini as you like. and he had 18 assists in 37 matches, ranking first in top assists. Don't sleep on the other two that were on this list as well though. Thomas Partey in 4th with 14 assists, and also Iñaki Williams at the striking position having double-digit assists with 12. Clean sheets, another great season for Fariñas, 22 clean sheets, he tied with Ederson, so it's pretty good. But now to look at the club statistics, and boy, it was a lot better this season, I can tell you that. Obviously, our top scorer was Iñaki Williams with 32 goals, and then it was Ricardo Orsolini with 24 goals and 22 assists. Brahim definitely improved. He had 16 goals, 4 assists, not that great, but I mean 16 goals, that's still very good. Thomas Partey improved immensely, 10 goals, 17 assists. Luka Milivojevic, 9 goals and 10 assists, almost a near double-digit season for the 31-year-old. Wilfried Zaha continues to be pretty decent, 8 goals, 13 assists. Jordan Ayew, although he didn't play that much, still had 7 goals and 7 assists. Naya Kirby, still improving, 6 goals, 2 assists. Schlupp, who came off the bench a couple times and did really well against Manchester City, 4 goals, 4 assists. David Boateng finally getting himself a goal. Not only just 1, but he had 2 this year, and also 2 assists. And now, like I'm trying to make this more of a tradition, you guys get to see the squad at the end of the season. So, as you can see, Iñaki Williams has actually grown to an 86 rating from an 85. Zaha still the same. Orsolini grew 2 ratings. Brahim grew 2 ratings. Milivojevic has stayed the same. Partey has stayed the same. Vinagre has grown 3, Koundé grew 2, Foyth grew 2, Atal grew 2, and Fariñas only grew 1, surprisingly enough. Also, here's the reserves, a lot of new youth talent. Not sure if they're really gonna break it into the first team ever, but, you know, I'm definitely gonna experiment a little bit in Season 4, since, you know, we've already won the league title. But guys, this is the end of Season 3. It was an enjoyable season, and Season 4, you don't have to wait an entire week, luckily enough. This time, I've come prepared, and Season 4's opener will be out on Saturday. And that should be March 7th. But yeah, it's going to be a live premiere, so do not miss that. You are not going to want to miss a premiere, especially if it's an opener like Season 4. But yeah, guys, I'll see you then.